What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Football Capital. We are back, and today we got a special guest, Mr. BBC Scotland himself in the building. Bits and bobs. What's going on? What's going on?
Listen, hey, talk to me nicely, dog. Talk to me nicely.
I heard you're changing your number and everything now, you know?
Listen, you can only contact me by email now, apparently.
But
listen, I can't be a guest if I'm part of the Football Capital family.
Yeah, but
so,
what? How do you know, bro? You know, BBC, this, that. I don't know what's going on anymore. I don't know what contracts you've signed. I don't know what contracts you signed.
Talk to my agent, mate. Talk to my agent.
Yeah, Mina Raiola.
Listen, I'm
Mina
good,
Raiola,
bro.
you must be on the big dollars.
If only. Christ, I'll tell you what, if that's the case, me and you won't be in this country, mate. No, but I'm good, mate. I'm good. Obviously, we know what's coming up. Big game tomorrow.
Yeah.
But all jokes aside, listen, we're both well. Our families are good. You know, we thank God, man. So yeah, let's go. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm fantastic. I'm ready to go. I don't know about ready for tomorrow's game, but you know, we'll see. But look, Manchester Derby has come along once again. Now, I don't know if I'm up for it. I'll probably be up for it tomorrow, but at the moment, with the current form that we're in, the current state of our club at the moment, a few poor results in the last couple of games. Well, last week we got the 3 points, but the week before at Old Trafford wasn't pretty. But look, it is a Manchester derby. We'll be backing the boys all the way to the end. But Bobs, what are your thoughts, bro? What are your thoughts? I mean, you know, history shows us Ollie's got Pep's number for whatever that's worth. For whatever that's worth.
The thing is,
3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. The last 5.
Listen. It's a shame he can't win a trophy with that. Do you know what I mean? With those records,
yeah.
You know. I think. Do you know what? I think the Manchester derby leaves optimism because, you know, the last one Pep played 2 DMs. He doesn't normally do that with us. The form both teams are going in. You can say both teams are a bit sketchy. You know, we're the home team, I believe. So it's tough because we know what we're going to expect from Man City. I think that's the problem. We know that's not the problem. Sorry, we know what to expect from them. But I feel with our own team, I feel that we don't know what we're going to expect. Is he going to go back 3? Is he going to go back 4? Personnel. We know for a fact Ronaldo is going to play.
Yeah.
We know for a fact Harry Maguire is going to play. For me personally, I'm feeling, listen, man, you know, me and you spoke about this off air. Just win games. Just win games.
Get the result.
Don't care how you do it now.
Get the result.
I don't care if it's playing like Burnley or if you play like tiki-taka. Just win the games. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, 100%, bro. And that's why it's been pretty much all year for us. Get the result.
Yeah.
We know about this style of play, whatever it might be with Ollie.
Mm-hmm.
And lately, look, our form hasn't been the best. What's that 1 win in the last 5 Premier League games? You know, if you want to throw in that at the first Atalanta game, yeah, okay. But City, bro, 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss in their last 5. And that's the thing. Are City gonna lose back to back? That's another question. We rarely see it happen, especially with City.
Exactly.
At the same time, like their form. It's a lot better than ours, but they do look a little bit shaky. The Burnley game, they got the result. It's the main thing. It's the one thing that matters. But their performance hasn't been the Man City that we know. Obviously, losing that game to Palace as well, at home as well. That's another one. Losing at home. So they'll definitely be up for this one. And I'm seeing a lot of City fans, you know, not really convinced with Pep so much this season, with some of the players that he's been leaving out. Some of the players are looking really unhappy. And then the last couple of days, I'm even hearing little things about Kevin De Bruyne. Maybe he should be dropped or rested, whatever it might be for this game. They're not happy how he's been performing. At the end of the day, we know it's Kevin De Bruyne. We know the type of things that he can do. I don't know if it's burnout from KDB this season. But if that was Bruno putting up his numbers that he's doing this season, they'll be calling him a fraud, as we know, as Twitter likes to say. So
100%.
But because it's City, because it's KDB, it's probably not the case. But bro, what do you expect, bro? What do you expect from this one, in terms of our lineup, and how do you want to see it? Look, let's be real. We know the team that's gonna be played out there. We know who Ollie's gonna pick, McFred. But who would you like to see, and who do you think in this game could get us the result? Which players?
Do you know, Bocci, just to go back to what you said about Manchester City, I think there's a bit of a hangover regarding the Champions League. City fans got so close. Obviously, they won the league. Obviously, they're very hungry. The fans are very hungry for the Champions League. The thing is this is why Fergie used to get credited so much and be related so highly. To win something and to go again, to defend it, the three-peat is tough. And some players, I dare say this generation of players, some people are just happy, we've won it, that's it doesn't matter anymore. But that's why the likes of Paul Scholes, Ryan Giggs, Beckham, that squad and the squads you bet are rated so highly because they had the attitude and the mentality to not accept or just to be satisfied. They want to go again. Now, the Man City players, they've won a lot domestically, not Europe, but not I think in Europe. And I think it's showing now. I think the cracks are showing a little bit. Domestically, it's the attitude of
we've won it all. We've done it.
Fine, we've done it. Let's go Champions League. However, the form you have in the domestic football is the form that you're more likely to carry on into European football. So you need to be careful. To answer your question about what do I expect, I think, tomorrow, I think we know anywhere Manchester City go and play, they're going to have possession. So you automatically concede that. It's in the areas that we press them. Depends, does he play Ronaldo? Does he play Cavani? In my opinion, I think he should play both of them. Go out punching. We know they can be got at. We've seen some central defenders at Man City, Bocce, have some Harry Maguire performances. Absolute shockers, okay? Yet, we know what happens when you get into the last third. And it's about ourselves being able to contain that. You said earlier, Bocce, we know who he's going to play and stuff. And that's the thing. And I think that's why me and you are sitting here sighing, scratching our heads, thinking, looking left to right, not even want to look each other in the eye because we don't want to lie to ourselves. Yeah. The personnel he's going to pick, we both believe won't be able to deal with what they have coming out against us. I'm talking like we're Wilder right now, saying we've done this, we've done that. But Man City are fury coming at us, blow for blow for blow, right, left, uppercut, haymaker, and I dare say we might see more than 4 goals tomorrow conceded.
Yeah. I hope not, bro. I hope the Liverpool game. I hope we've learned something from that Liverpool game, and I hope it's a really bad day at the office that week. And I think the players, the managers, coaching staff, the club itself needs to have a real good hard look at that game against Liverpool and say this should never happen again, especially not a week later. You know what I'm saying? So, or 2 weeks later. Look, with the team, I think it kind of picks itself, and I think we know what Ollie's going to go with because it's now damage limitation.
Does it pick itself, Bocci?
I think it does because
why?
Because we know what he's going to pick. We know the players, so it's not. I don't think Pep is going into this game thinking, am I going to play up against a Donny? What can he get? What if Donny's in the starting lineup? What do we expect? We're not going to see that. If you ask me, do we still play with the 5 in the back, and then with the 2 up front with Ronaldo and Cavani? I think you might have to. Let's talk about it, Bocce. Let's talk about it. The back 5, right? Let's talk about it, okay? Do you want to know my back 5? If that's what we're going for, I will drop Harry Maguire. I just don't think. I do not think at the moment he's. I really think that he wants to be benched. It just feels like that. I think it's the last couple of games just been I don't know, just a lot of weight on his shoulders. And I don't know if it's the captain's armband or whatever it might be, but I just think someone needs to take that responsibility, whether it's him, whether it's Ollie, and say, listen, just have this one off. It won't happen, but I would bench Maguire for this game. I'll drop him. I would have Luke Shaw playing that left centre back. Obviously, Eric Bailly or Lindelof in the centre of the three, and then the other one on the other side on the right. I'll have Telles playing on the left. I think Telles going forward and maybe getting in behind some of the defenders, and I think he'll probably do a better job. I think Mahrez is on that side. If Mahrez does play, I think maybe Telles can contain him a little bit more than Luke Shaw. I think once Mahrez gets in behind Luke Shaw, I think we're done. Because then you might have obviously Harry Maguire, but Harry Maguire will get dragged down, and then we're going to see the same goals that we've conceded pretty much every single time with them dragging our players wide. That ball gets cut in that 6-yard box, and it's a tap in, and I think that's the kind of goal that we might even concede. And then I'll have Wan-Bissaka on the other side. And then the midfield, bro. We know what the midfield's going to be. McTominay and Fred. I would like to see maybe Donny van der Beek come in with Bruno just in front, because look, Fred was rested in the Atalanta game, so he'll come straight in.
Going to play.
Yeah. And then, look, Ronaldo, we obviously, like Fergie said, start your best players. Ronaldo's actually been on form, and I'll put Cavani next to him, or Martial. I know Martial hasn't been playing and he's been very poor, but against Manchester City, Martial always turns up. So I don't know if it's just one of them games for him. But at the same time, Ronaldo, I'm hoping half a chance gets created for him. I think he's the guy that's going to win us this game. And it's probably a cliche, oh yeah, he saves Ollie's job every week. But it's the truth. You give him half a chance. That goal we've seen against Tottenham, yeah, the XG on that, he's a lot of out of 10, he's probably scoring. People only scoring that once, and that was it.
Yeah.
Against Atalanta as well, that chance, the last minute as well, very clinical. So I think he's the guy. You have to play him, even if he's having a poor game, even if though he's not getting on the ball. I just believe half a chance, Ronaldo gets you a goal. But in terms of that's what I think that it might be. I would love to see a Sancho come on. I would love to see a Rashford play as well. I don't think they will start. Maybe Rashford instead of Cavani, depending what Oli wants to go with. But I just think Cavani, the movement that we've seen against Tottenham on the counter with Bruno pressing Ronaldo and Cavani linking up for the second goal. I think we could get at City if we just stay patient, don't rush anything, do the basics right, and get them frustrated. If we just keep frustrating them, if they're trying to break us through, and we've seen very similar to what happened with them in Crystal Palace, where they're trying to break them down, but it falls apart in the final third, and that's when Crystal Palace, literally 3 or 4 touches, they're in their half, in their box, and if you have a player like Wilfred Zaha, which we do with your Rashfords, with your Sanchos, with your Cavani's, and even to the extent of Ronaldo as well, with the speed and the physicality, you can get at City there. Will that happen? Look, we'll see. It is a derby. Anything can happen.
It's possible.
They say form goes out the window, and I hope it does, because our form has been absolutely shocking. So, yeah, bro, that's the lineup. I think we're gonna see.
For me, this is for me. We have to look at the formation and look who's effective. Eric Bailly has to start.
Yeah,
I still stand by this. Eric Bailly. Yeah. Eric Bailly and Varane would be a lovely combination. Varane's injured, so it's funny, isn't it? Eric Bailly comes into the squad, we play better. I think we lose the game if Eric Bailly doesn't play against Atalanta.
100%.
I'm with you. I wish we had a right-sided player who's attacking. I could play wing-back. Well, we do, Diogo Dalot, but he's probably not going to play.
Yeah.
We say this all the time. We know who he's going to pick. We know that personnel. I'd love to see Harry Maguire dropped just to be like, this is a reminder to be like, if you don't play well, you're going to be dropped, No one was scared under the chop, on the Fergie, on the Mourinho, on the Van Gaal. So why is it different here? I think the 5-3-2 can be attacking depending on who you've got. The 3 players in midfield is very key to when you play 5-3-2, because you need people who can keep possession. And you need 2 strikers One who can hold it up. It's very basic. One who can hold it up, draw the centre backs over, and then you need one striker to be able to maneuver, to move, create space, running behind, drag out the centre back, drag the full back. We've got it in the young, the brave, and the courageous Cavani.
Yeah.
and Ronaldo. The problem is that Man City are going to have the ball.
Yeah.
That is the problem. So Fred does have to play because Fred will press up higher. You know, Bruno will have to play because Bruno has the intensity and the energy. But the personnel is, when you look at Bruno and Fred, no disrespect to them, keeping possession is not one of their fortes. It's not something we align both of them with. So you dare say Donny van de Beek to come in to recycle stuff.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if it's not McTominay. I wouldn't be surprised if it is Matic next to Fred.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't see. I think. Do you know what? Just to pause, what has done us is that we've not been able to identify that what we need in the middle of the park.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to have this conversation every transfer window after every game. Remember when I told you that when you learn a language, if you make a mistake, they correct you, so you don't make the same mistake again.
Yeah.
And I feel people say Ollie's learning on the job, but he's still making the same mistakes. Now, that's the problem. You know, we've got this individual who keeps making the same mistakes. Anyway, back to what we were talking about. I think, look, the same team I would like to see would be similar to yours, but I think the anticipation of come 12:30 kickoff my time, and I don't know what your time will be.
Yes, it's actually good. 11:30, not bad.
11:30, which is not bad, bad. And I think that we need to get right. The first 20-25 minutes is key. It's just keeping possession. If you've got players in the midfield, that midfield free to keep possession, you've got a chance. And it's. I just hope we play higher up the park.
Yeah.
Bocce, if I'm honest, I hope we play higher up the park, just a little bit, because we're at home, Bocce.
Yeah,
we're at home.
Yeah, I get it. I just wish we can go back to the, what was it, the 4-3-3 or the 4-3-2-1, whatever the formation we were playing before, because I think you can fit in the more attacking players. And I think someone that could be key in this game with Pogba being suspended is someone like a Jesse Lingard. And, a lot of people might laugh at that because it is Lingard, But I just think in these type of games, I think Lingard always shows up. Against the big teams, he always puts in a performance. I think he knows what the occasion is about, and he ticks all the boxes for Oli, which is passion, energy. With the press up high, I think Jesse Lingard can do that job. But I just don't think what he will play with the three in the back. I just don't think Jesse Lingard fits in. And the shit thing is as well, in the Premier League, we only get the 3 subs. You don't get the 5 like you do in the Champions League, where you can change it up. So the substitutions in this game are going to be very critical. At what moment, at what minute of the game are we leading? Are we behind? Are we chasing the game once again? Because I think we've conceded. We haven't got a clean sheet at Old Trafford all season. City, I think besides the first game against Tottenham, I think that's the only game they failed to score away, I think.
Yep.
And usually when City score first, they don't lose this season. And that's
the thing, Bocce. Sorry to cut you off. That's the thing. And see, when they do score first, they smell blood, Bocce. When they find the gaps, when they're in a certain mood, Bocce, it's like when you're driving, bro, there's an open stretch, you go up the gears, and then boom, do you know what I mean? You go, and we can't handle that right now. Right now, we are the open road.
Yeah, and when you got players like City do with whether it's Sterling, whether Sterling comes back into the team, or Grealish, you got Bernardo Silva. That's I think probably their most Mahrez, but I think Bernardo Silva's one of their best players at the moment, and I just think, like you said, they're going to starve you of possession. And I think if we don't win that midfield battle early, I think you could be right, bro. This could be another demolition derby. And I hope it's not that. We all hope it's not that. But it's just one of them, Bobs. It's just one of them. That's my worry. My worry is if City score first, it's very hard. Like, you can't come back every single week. This is not Atalanta. This is not Villarreal. You know, it's not your Leicester Cities, if that. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's one of them. It's one of them. But look,
we can't say Leicester City because Leicester City beat us 4-2.
Yeah, and
we need to put some respect.
That's right. But that's what I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Leicester got in front, and it's not. You can't even chase the game against Leicester. So against City, what chance do you have? But look, Bobs, two more questions. Yeah, two more questions. The first one is, if United don't win this, is that Ollie's last game?
I think, do you know what? I'll give you two answers, two opinions. I see it two ways. I think it depends on the manner if he loses, how he loses. If it's a tight game, a dubious decision, I think there'll be a lot of optimism. If it is a foregone conclusion like the Liverpool game,
pack your bags.
It could be the case, but you know, we were talking about this, you know, about the after plan. Is there an after plan? Is there an after plan? Every club organisation should always have an after plan, regardless of who you are. Do we have that? I don't think so. I could be wrong. It's easy saying sack him, and I'm part of that group. Then sometimes you have to break it down. Who are they going to get? And it's not about who you can get, right? The personality and the character. We've just missed out on Conte. People are like, I can't believe we never got Conte. I was gutted, but then you have to look at the situation. Conte is a man of principle. Ed Woodward, Matt Judge, and all of them, they're all saying to Ollie this, Gliz is saying all this. If you've got people in the room who have the same kind of character, telling each other how to do their jobs, it's going to be a problem. So they don't want that.
Yeah.
So you go for the person who's happy to be here. You know, and that's what Ollie is.
Hey, I'll be happy to be there too, Bobs. I'll be happy to be there.
9 months a year, listen. Hey. I'm sleeping in the office, mate. You know what I mean? I'm committed to the job. But yeah, I think it's worrying times. If it's listen, if we get beat 2-0, and there's no fight or everything, but listen, if it's another 5-0. His position was untenable. Yeah. I honestly God think his position was untenable from the Europa League Cup final. Yeah. Personally.
Yeah.
Because you've got to win that. But anyway.
Yeah, 100%. And
what do you think?
I think personally, bro, you know me, how I'll always go for the players first. But I said it. Look, that result against Liverpool, it's a sackable offence. Look, as long as he's there, I'm gonna back him. I hope he turns this around. I still have that hope, but I still believe there needs to be change. Whatever change that might be, it needs to happen. It needs to happen. And I gave him that chance. Look, this is his team. No more excuses. Go for it now. Show us what you got. But when you're leaving your best players out, 75 million on the bench, and then as much as I don't think Pogba should be at this club or I give him stick. You got to play him. Maybe what things are happening in the background is hindering his performance. I don't know. Donny. Sell him.
Manage it.
That's what I'm saying. Donny van der Beek again. How can he come on against Atalanta and be one of our best players with 5 minutes to go? What more does he need to do? Cavani, you're saying Cavani trained his best that you've ever seen anyone train at the club, but whenever all the other players are saying Donny's performances in training are unbelievable. I don't know. I think regardless what the result is, I now think I'm not going to see him go Ollie, but I just think there needs to be change. But as long as he's at the job, he has the job. I hope he does well, and I hope we keep winning games. I'm not one of these people that I hope we lose for him to leave. What's the point in that? But if it's another heavy defeat, I think I'm with you. I think the writing's on the wall. They shouldn't give him. I think international breaks after this, so sort whoever out, get Zidane in, give him just the 6 months at the end of the season. Do you know what I mean? Or 18-month contract, whatever to the Zidane, because he's not going to get the France job before the World Cup anyways. So That's what it is for me. We'll see how we go. But at the moment, I think he might be here to stay. I did predict that unless top 4 is all mathematically impossible, I think he's going to still have a job. But Bobs, finally, score prediction and your goal scorers for this one, man. Be optimistic. I know we all know what our head says. We all know what our head says, yeah. And I think we've got that. I got 5 on you stuck in our head, still on repeat, yeah.
I think. Do you know what? I'm gonna go for a Man United.
Come on.
3-2. 3-2.
Okay.
3-2. High scoring win for those that bet. And I'm gonna go for Ronaldo. I think Maguire scores from a header. And Bruno.
Wow.
And Bruno. Maguire.
Are we scoring first,
Ronaldo.
but are we scoring first?
No. Which
that
makes
would be.
the win
I'll take
so
that, man.
sweet.
Yeah. I'll take that. Look, I'm gonna go with my heart here and say United 2-1. I do think we'll concede. I'm gonna say Ronaldo double. Bruno Fernandes with both assists. The Portuguese connection there. And United win it. And I think whatever the result is, I think the most positive thing out of this game will be that Ronaldo's not walking out of Old Trafford in a blue shirt. And I hope at the end, in front of their fans, he gives them a sue. And United win the game. Manchester is red once again. The noisy neighbours can keep talking all they want. We'll go level on points with them, and all the crisis is over, Bobs. we're on level on points with the favourites to win the league. But yeah, guys, that wraps up our preview. We'll be back for the review show of the Manchester derby. Bits and Bobs, thanks for joining me once again, bro. It's been a pleasure. Once again, congratulations on your BBC gig. I hope we see a lot more. So guys, make sure you go check that out. Bits and Bobs has posted it on his Twitter. BBC Scotland have posted it on their Twitter as well. A little vlog on match day. Give us a little bit of some more details on that, Bobs. Where'd you go? What teams?
So basically on
the
Instagram, it's on the Twitter, it's Bobby Nwanzi, so I'll spell it for you. BOBBY NWA, like the rap group. A for Alpha, NZ for Zulu, E for Echo _ Catch me there. You'll see all the footage. You'll see all the links to all my social media. YouTube is Bits and Bobs, and the Bits and the Bobs is Z, not an S. And yeah, listen, look out for some more footage. Just a big shout out to Bocce, because obviously what people don't realise that I actually quit doing content creation in the summer after Man United losing. I was just in solitaire. White walls, 4 white walls. And then obviously Bocce was convincing me to come out and do more content. Then I made the decision to do more Scottish football. And then, God is good, God is great. Our Lord works in mysterious ways. And your boy's on BBC Sports Scotland now on the payroll. So it's not bad. It's not bad. I might be going to the Hearts game tomorrow, who are home to Dundee United for radio. So we'll see. But yeah, make sure you subscribe to the Football Capital, giving you the best football content in the whole of Australia.
There you go, guys. We'll end it there. Make sure you get all your thoughts down in the comments. Let us know what your predictions are, what the score is, goal scorers. And we'll see you on the next one.